What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk about the fight announcements that Dana White made at UFC 300, the post-fight press conference. He made 3 fights, or announced 3 fights, for UFC 302 and 303. We're going to start with 302. He said the main event will be Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier for the lightweight championship. The co-main event, well, I don't know if it's the co-main event, but I'm assuming that it will be Strickland versus Paulo Costa. We'll talk about that. And then we got the main event of UFC 303 will be Conor McGregor, the return of Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler at UFC 303. What a huge fight announcement. Great fight announcements in my honest opinion. Fights to me that I guess make the most sense for the next upcoming pay-per-views after 301. Because, I mean, bro, 301 looks like an abomination. But anyway, I get into that in another video. But UFC 302 and 303 looking like great cards. So let's start with Conor McGregor. Michael Chandler finally got his wish. And he's going to finally face Conor McGregor in the main event at UFC 303. I believe it's June 29th that fight will take place. So we got a little bit of time until then. We got, I think, what, two months, I believe? Yeah, 2 months pretty much until we get that fight. And right now, the way I'm looking at it is this. There's only a few ways that this fight goes. I don't think that this fight is going to go to decision, obviously. I mean, do we believe that that's going to happen? I don't think so. I think that, to me, there will be a finish. Either Conor is going to get knocked out or submitted. I think more than likely knocked out, if anything. Or Conor is going to knock out Michael Chandler. I mean, I don't think that Chandler will actually submit Conor for some reason. I just think that if anything, he will probably get a knockout victory over Conor, if anything, which will be rough. Because obviously, if you don't know, big Conor guy, big Conor fan, been a Conor fan for quite a while now. Obviously, I want to see Conor McGregor win. It's going to be a tough fight. I can see it happen, though. I might be delusional. Yeah, I know. But I could see it happen. The biggest issue is Conor hasn't fought in, it will be for over 3 years since we last seen Conor in the octagon, since he's last fought, and that was against Dustin Poirier in the trilogy fight where he broke his leg. It's tough. I don't know how Conor's going to look, if Conor's still going to have a lot of speed, if Conor's going to have that precision still. Because it's been a while. I'm not saying that Conor's not taking this fight seriously. I think he is, for the most part. Oh, I mean, you know, we see Conor recently, and it looks like he's been doing some partying. He's been going on his yachts, doing all the stuff. I mean, he's still, I'm not saying that he's not training, but it's going to be, listen, Michael Chandler, I know Michael Chandler's in the gym. Michael Chandler is in the fucking gym, okay? That man has been he literally went on WWE television and called out Conor McGregor to fight him. He wants that fight so bad. If you don't think that Michael Chandler's in the gym right now, you're out of your fucking mind. He's probably going on a fucking run right now in preparation for this fight. He's probably going to be sparring. He's going to do all kinds of shit. He is going to be 100% ready. I think Conor will obviously be ready. But the thing is it's going to be a lot of ring rust for Conor McGregor because he hasn't fought in a while. I know that Michael Chandler hasn't fought in quite some time either, but he obviously keeps himself busy, keeps himself in shape, and he's obviously fought more recently than Conor. So he has the advantage there. He has the advantage in the grappling. He has the advantage to me in the cardio as well. Even though I don't think his cardio is like spectacular, I don't think Michael Chandler's cardio is like second to none. I still think that he has well enough cardio, better cardio than Conor McGregor. Because Conor McGregor, gonna be honest, he gasses pretty quick. By round 2, Conor is tired. He's a little gassed. He's a little winded. That's my biggest issue. When it gets past the first round, how is Conor going to feel? How is Conor going to do? I have no idea. We can only hope that Conor McGregor is ready if this fight goes past the first round. Because if he's able to get a knockout in the first round, that's fantastic. That is great for Conor McGregor. But if he doesn't, how is he going to act? You know, I feel like still, Michael Chandler still keeps a pretty good pace after the first round. In the second round, he still has, and he's shown that against Justin Gaethje. He's shown that against Dustin Poirier. Even though he lost those fights, he's shown that he has well enough cardio to go in the second round and still keep a crazy pace, and he's able to utilize the takedowns, and he's able to still implement a lot of strikes and throw a lot of strikes, and he's not just going to reserve his energy. He's going to just continue to try to take Conor McGregor's head off. I don't want to make a prediction right now. I want to wait. I'm going to do my homework, do my research, and give you guys a more thought-out prediction later on, when we kind of get into that mode of UFC 303. Hopefully the fight still stays on. Because who knows? Usually for the most part, when it comes to Conor McGregor, when a fight announcement happens, usually the fight still stays on. There's not really usually a pullout situation going on. Pause. So hopefully by then we'll be able to get to this fight, and hopefully by the week it happens. For UFC 303, we're able to have this fight happen, you know what I mean? Because once we get into fight week, then we're like, okay, this fight is actually going to happen. I'm excited. I can't wait. But I'm not going to give you guys a prediction just yet. I think right now it's too early to tell. I understand that guys like Lucas Tracy are going to say that Conor McGregor is going to lose, but let's not act like Conor McGregor is not a persistent striker. And if he's able to listen, I don't think Michael Chandler has the greatest chin ever. And if he gets hit with a clean left right down the pipe against Conor, he can definitely go down for sure. But Michael Chandler has the pace, he has the grappling, he has a lot of tools that he can utilize against Conor, or he is just better than Conor in those areas when it comes to the pace and when it comes to the grappling is what I'm talking about. So, not going to give you a prediction just yet. I'll give you a prediction pretty much once we get there, okay? UFC 302, Sean Strickland, Paulo Costa. I guess it's just to keep Sean Strickland busy. It's a great fight, I guess. It's a pretty... I'm not really interested, to be honest with you. I'm not super interested. I don't know who else Strickland will fight other than Paulo. Because, he fought Jared Cannonier already, so I don't think they wanted to do that fight. Obviously, Hamzat and Robert Whittaker are going to be fighting on a fight night card. So that fight is not going to happen. I wish it was Robert Whittaker, to be honest with you, but, fuck, I wish it was Driscus at this point of the rematch. I wouldn't mind a rematch, in my honest opinion. That fight was great. Listen, Paulo Costa, coming off a loss, I just don't see Paulo winning this fight. I can give you guys an earlier prediction. I think that Sean Strickland is going to win this fight by unanimous decision. I think he's just going to piece up Paulo for the majority of the fight. Paulo's going to stay stagnant. He's going to have some moments where he might land some stuff, but I think Sean takes it well for the most part. I just don't listen. Paulo Costa doesn't have a relevant win in his career. He doesn't. The last time he beat somebody was against Luke Rockhold. And where the fuck is Luke Rockhold? He's retired. Then you have Yoel Romero, damn near retired. I think is he still fighting in Bellator? I don't fucking know. Those are your two most recent wins. Think about it for a second. His two most recent wins against guys who are no longer even in the UFC anymore. But yet, y'all gonna pick Paulo Costa? Get the fuck out of here. There's no fucking way. I doubt that Paulo Costa wins this fight. I'm gonna go with Sean Strickland. My early prediction is Sean Strickland. I just think that Sean Strickland, he's still one of the best middleweights on the planet. A top 3 middleweight, probably top 2. You can make the argument for sure. You probably think that he should still be the champion of the middleweight division, arguably. He arguably won his fight against Driscus, but that's neither here nor there. Still, I guess Sean wants to keep busy. He doesn't want to stay stagnant and just wait, I guess, for after that fight between Adesanya and Driscus Du Plessis is going to happen, because that fight is going to get announced at some point in the future. That probably might be the main event for the Australia fight card, so it is what it is. So he will keep himself busy, probably face and beat Paulo Costa, and he will probably face the winner of Adesanya Driscus. So we'll see how that goes. Let's get into the main event of UFC 302, which I believe will be in Newark, New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier. Listen, right now this is the best possible option for both guys. to be honest with you, it keeps Islam busy, and it keeps Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier just got a big-time win against Benoit Saint Denis, and Arman is not going to be ready yet. I don't think they're going to have to give Arman some time, and obviously, I believe the fight's in June. That's going to be a quick turnaround for Arman. I think Arman wants more time to prepare for somebody like Islam Makhachev. Alexander Volkanovski is the clear example that you shouldn't take a fight last minute, short notice against Islam Makhachev, unless you're not even ranked, or you're number 15 in the rankings of lightweight. Let's see if you can beat Islam Makhachev somehow, some way. But anyway, yeah, I just don't see. I don't see a path for. Dustin could knock out, I guess, Islam Makhachev, but I just doubt it, dude. I think Islam is going to dominate Dustin Poirier, and he's going to submit him. I think he's going to make him tap out. And Islam is going to continue to build onto his legacy. And then you're going to have him versus Arman later in the year, maybe for the Abu Dhabi fight card, if they're going to do the Abu Dhabi fight card pay-per-view in October. And that will be I guess that will be the main event, I'm assuming. I just think that listen, the defensive striking of Islam has gotten significantly better year after year after year. He continues to get better. His overall game, he's one of the best well-rounded guys in the UFC. Might be the best let me not go that far. Maybe he's not. I don't want to say he's the greatest striker, but hell, his striking has gotten pretty damn good. And I think he's going to be able to evade all the big-time strikes from Dustin Poirier, and he's going to be able to take him down and dominate him. I think that's what's going to really happen, and that's how Islam wins this fight. I think Islam dominates Dustin Poirier, beats him, and probably chokes him out, probably with a rear naked or something like that. Some sort of choke, doesn't matter. And I think he beats him in the second round, maybe third round. I think that's what's going to really happen. I think Dustin is going to be gassed, trying to obviously, defend the takedown, and, he's going to be on the ground, and he's going to try his best to not get submitted in those early rounds. And eventually, he's going to get too gassed to the point where he's not going to defend himself, and it's going to be a submission victory for Islam Makhachev. And Islam will go on next to probably fight Arman Tsarukyan later down this year. But that's pretty much it. I think these are solid fight announcements, decent fight announcements overall, but that's my overall opinions. I gave you some early predictions. I'm not going to give you guys a Conor prediction just yet. Conor versus Chandler. I might wait for that because right now I feel like it's too early to tell. I have to watch some footage. But that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you soon with another video. Peace out.